구독자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 오늘은 mRNA 백신 출시 이후에 암이 들불처럼 번지고 있다라는 내용을 여러분에게 전해드리겠습니다. 이 내용은 Ask Dr. Drew라는 프로에 Dr. 라이언 콜이 나와서 정언한 내용입니다. 라이언 콜은 위암 암세포 조직에서 특이한 것을 발견했고 그것을 설명하고 있습니다. 여기서 보는 것처럼 암세포 내부에 스파이크 단백질이 발견된 것입니다. 이것에 대한 자세한 내용을 지금부터 전해드리도록 하겠습니다. 일전에 에폭 타임즈에서 닥터 라이언 콜이 인터뷰하는 내용을 전해드린 바가 있는데 그때도 그는 암이 들불처럼 번지고 있다고 말했습니다. 그의 인터뷰 내용을 들어보시겠습니다.
We're still seeing unusual cancers in unusual age groups at slightly higher rates. This is now being confirmed by certain federal data sets that are being analyzed. The cancer trends are markedly up, and that's from the CDC's own trend data sets. So it's not just me saying, as a voice in the wilderness, this is happening. There's statistical data backing it now, and other nations are seeing the same. And as I have shared at different conferences around the world now, I was in Kentucky last weekend. Interventional radiologist came up to me. He said, "You wouldn't believe how many young women I'm seeing with breast cancer, stage 4, aggressive." I said, "I would believe it." Because I get calls daily from doctors around the country and around the world expressing what they're seeing, and they're shocked. And try getting into an oncologist right now for an appointment. It's darn near impossible. They're so backed up. Try getting in for a mammogram.
여기서 닥터 라이언 콜이 말하는 것은 mRNA 백신 출시 이후 CDC 데이터만 봐도 암 발병은 눈에 띄게 증가하고 있다고 말하고 있는 것입니다. 더 디펜더의 코비드 뉴스에 하면 코비드 부스트가 젊은 성인의 암 증가의 원인인가라고 묻고 있습니다. 연구에 따르면 SARS 코로나 바이러스 2 스파이크 단백질은 신체가 암을 포함한 감염 및 만성질환과 싸우는 데 도움이 되는 림프구, 백혈구에서 DNA 복구 메커니즘의 90%를 제거한다라고 보도하고 있습니다. 이게 무슨 말이냐 하면 우리 몸에는 암세포가 나왔을 때 림프구라든가 백혈구가 있어서 암세포를 죽이는 역할을 합니다. 그런데 코비드19 백신을 맞게 되면 스파이크 단백질 때문에 암과 싸워야 될 군대를 없앤다는 것입니다. 따라서 스파이크 단백질 때문에 캔슬돼서 무저항 상태가 되고 따라서 코비드 백신 부스트 샷을 맞은 젊은 성인들에게 급격히 암이 증가한다는 것입니다. 제 주변에만 봐도 암에 걸린 사람이 엄청나게 많이 늘어나고 있습니다. 특히 젊은 사람들이 암이 걸린다는데 심각한 문제가 있습니다. 얼마 전에 직장 동료 한 사람의 집사람이 갑자기 위암 선고를 받고 위 전체를 절개하는 수술을 했습니다. 그 직장 동료의 집사람은 나이가 불과 35살에 불과합니다. 물론 그 직장 동료의 아내는 코로나 백신을 접종한 사람이었습니다. 자, 그러면 왜 이런 일이 일어날까요? Ask Dr. Drew라는 프로에 닥터 라이언 콜이 나와서 이 이해할 수 없는 암의 충격적인 증가를 설명했습니다. 그가 말하기를 모든 암세포 내부에는 스파이크 단백질이 있다라고 설명합니다. 이것이 바로 위암에 걸린 세포 조직인데 자세히 보면 스파이크 단백질이 암세포 내부에 자리하고 있는 것을 보게 됩니다. 따라서 백신으로 인한 스파이크 단백질이 암의 충격적인 증가의 원인이라는 것입니다. 이제부터 닥터 라이언 콜의 설명을 들어보시겠습니다.
I'm imploring for transparency and data.
So weird.
This is humanity at stake. This is humanity. This is why we went into medicine, to help people, not to harm people. So if there's a signal, gosh, let's make that signal transparent, make it manifest. Let's answer the honest question, whether we like the answer or not. Let's ask the question, but let's where are the agencies? Why are they covering something up? I'm not saying they are or aren't, but it sure seems like you said these are it's not just our database, but other countries have similar databases in terms of health tracking. And this is the job of our CDC, morbidity and mortality tracking. they're supposed to be doing. This is what we pay them to do. And I want to jump.
We certainly had Dr. Teresa Long on with the Defense Military database, and she's clearly seeing, as I said, both increase in those cancers in young people and resurgence. So go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and I get criticized for early on, I was the first one in the world to point it out when I started seeing the pattern. And, I said it was X percent. It wasn't quite that. I said the 20-fold. And I went back and looked at my database. It was only a 5-fold, but still it was a 5-fold increase in certain types of cancer. I'm like, whoa. So, I self-corrected on that one. If you jump to slide number 13 real quick, Caleb, again, here's again, a question that needs to be answered. And this is going to your question of myelomas and different lymphoid type cancer. So this is gastric tissue, Dr. Burkhardt slide again out of Germany. And if you go to the next one now, that's all that blue, those are cancer cells. What's inside of every cancer cell? Spike protein. So again, this begs the question, yeah, exactly. What? I know. Every B cell there that's malignant has spike protein in it. And so this begs the question, why aren't my colleagues doing these same stains on unexpected cancers in any individual that has an unexpected cancer? And Kelly brought up a great point. As I travel and lecture and teach, countless doctors say, gosh, I had a patient 5 years, 10 years in remission. Their cancer is stage 4 now. They were clear. Right. And all of a sudden their cancer is back. And that goes those immune mechanisms keeping cancers in check for a lifetime. And all of us have, a few atypical cells every day, and our immune system just goes and clears them out. That's the job of surveillance of our natural killer cells, to poke a hole in atypical cells, throw a hand grenade in, blow them up, get rid of them. But what we're finding is these unusual cancers in unusual age groups and aggressive ones. And there are mechanisms to explain why, but we should still go back to Dr. Drew's question. I agree with him 1,000%. Open up the data. Just share the data, tell the truth, so we can do something for the patient, and so we can figure out all these mechanisms, so we can prevent harm. First, do no harm. Primum non nocere, the oath we all took.